The Freepress. This is Jack Belton IV's pro model wakeboard, AKA JB O'Neill, our stuntman, our wheelie master, our vlogger extraordinaire. He does a lot, and this board has a lot to offer. There's a lot to unpack here with the Freepress. Let's dive in to everything you need to know. All right, starting off with our first feature we're gonna talk about, and honestly, one of the main features that you can visually see with this board, it's the raised footbed. JB O'Neill, he loves to just fly, man. Like, he's always hitting massive kicker hits, doing crazy stunts. He really needs something that when he lands off of these big jumps and whatnot, he needs something underfoot that's not gonna just like absolutely taco on him. This keeps that rigidity in the board. That's why we have that. It's pretty thick, but that's where the next feature comes in, because the tip and tail are very, very thin, and you can actually visually see it really scoop in here, and there's not much going on here. And that's where you see a lot of these crazy presses that you can get into. This board is extremely flexy tip to tail, but it's very rigid and stiff in the center. All right, so getting into the base attributes of this board, first and foremost, it's the beveled edge. It's one of the most important things that I think in the cable line that's just, it's a must, right? You want all the water going underneath your board rather than grabbing the side of the board. And this thing is very unique in the sense of how big the bevel is here. And if you look at it, it really tapers down. So you kind of get a really forgiving center as you're kind of switching from transitioning from, you know, goofy to regular, regular, goofy, whatever. You get a lot of freedom here. And as you go into where you're actually gonna use the board to edge into the features, it gets a little bit thinner, so you get a little bit more traction. So one of the other really cool key features of this board is it has a mid-body parabolic channel. What that really means is this channel follows the leading edge, right? So some of our channels here are straight. This board is actually kind of turned with the rail. And what that does is it really allows you to grab the water as you are on edge, where some of the other ones are gonna be a little bit more slippery because it's gonna create air. This is not. It's gonna run with the water line. JB was really adamant about having very squared off tip and tails. He loves to do wheelies and stuff, and you need something to kind of press up against when you are on that board's edge. That's why it's super flat here, and it just gives you a lot of contact to the rails when you are doing those wheelies. That's something that he wanted. It also creates a lot of pop and a lot of surface area to land on. So talking about the durability on this board's made out of centered base. All of our boards in the line are made out of centered base, and that's because it is the strongest material that we have in wakeboarding. So we put that on the bottom. We also put around the whole entire board our 360-degree urethane sidewall that allows you to accidentally hit a feature or hit it on the dock or something, and it's just gonna last. So it's super important to kind of put those two key features into our boards. So the Freepress comes in 3 different sizes, because of 145, a 148, and a 151. If you're looking to ride like JB, or hey, if you just want to hang out, have a great board to just boost in the air, do some stunts, get all crazy, this is the board for you. If you see JB out there, give him a high five. He's gonna be stoked. Get your press on.